Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. We got 5 matchups on this NHL playoff slate today. Should be a lot of good action here. Before I get started, go ahead and like and subscribe, guys. Support the channel. You guys have an awesome. And we're gonna get right into it. Go ahead and check out all the links in the description, as well as becoming a YouTube member today, getting access to that private Discord. Got a great community. Love to have you guys be a part of that team. Those links are in the description. And we're gonna get started here. First matchup on the 5-game slate. It's gonna be the New York Islanders versus the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Islanders 34-19-7. The Penguins 39-17-4. Pittsburgh opening up as favorites at -140. The Islanders +120 with the over/under at 5.5. So far in the series, split down the middle, 2-2 here. Pitt losing the last game 4-1. They just really did not show up in game 4. I'm expecting a big bounce back game for Pitt in this matchup. Loving Pitt here. I just think that, they got to bounce back after that ugly last game there that the Islanders really needed to win, honestly. Loving Pittsburgh in this matchup here. And, loving the over 5.5. Last game they lost didn't hit the over, but they only had 1 goal. I expect it to be more like games 1 and 3, where there's a lot of goals being put up. Rolling with Pittsburgh in this matchup. Going to go with the over 5.5. Next matchup, we have the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Montreal Canadiens. Toronto 36-15-7. Montreal 25-22-11. Toronto opening up as favorites at -145. Montreal +125 with the over/under at 5.5. Toronto losing game 1, 1-2, but then bouncing back in game 2, dominating 5-1, which is what we kind of expect Toronto to do in this series here. They definitely struggled in game 1, which, I guess we kind of saw that coming. But game 2, they bounced back here. Really hard to know where Montreal is going to be at in this series here. Are they going to play like they did in game 1, or are they really going to just play like they did in game 2 and just get dominated in every aspect? Montreal 1-6 in their last 7. They have struggled a little bit. Rolling with Toronto here. I just think they got the rust out of them in game 1, where they definitely did not show up. I expect them to show up like they did in game 2. Taking Toronto, we're going to roll with the over 5.5 in this matchup. Next matchup, we have the Tampa Bay Lightning versus the Florida Panthers. Tampa Bay 39-17-4. Florida 38-17-5. Both teams currently -110 with the over/under at 6. Tampa Bay currently up 3-1 in this series here, looking to close them out here. Florida kept it close in some of their last games, but last game losing 6-2, that kind of really put the nail in the coffin in this series. Honestly, really hard to trust Florida now. Hard to trust them on the puck line now. I just think Tampa's got, they're in their groove now, ready to close them out. Florida's 11-3 in their last 14 at home. They've been really good at home. It's just, are they going to be good at home against this Tampa Bay team looking to put Florida out? On an even spread here, I think I'm going to roll with Tampa Bay to get the job done and end this series. Going to roll with Tampa Bay here. Going to go with the over 6. The over's been pretty favorable in 3 out of the 4 matchups so far. Rolling with the over. Let's roll with Tampa to end this series here. Next matchup, we have the Edmonton Oilers versus the Winnipeg Jets. Edmonton 35-20-3. Winnipeg 32-23-3. Both teams -103. Both teams -103. Currently can't find an over-under on this game. Kind of weird. I'm just going to assume it's at 5.5 or 6. That's usually where every over-under is for the most part. Edmonton Last two games, Winnipeg up 2-0 on the series right now, looking really nice, winning 4-1 and then 1-0. Winnipeg just been a great value play this whole, this entire series, I guess, catching them on the underdogs here. Now they're probably good. I bet they're probably going to be favorites. We'll see if the line moves, but really hard to trust Edmonton here. They just have not shown up in this series so far through two games. Are they going to do it in game three? I'm not very sure, but really hard to not continue to roll with Winnipeg here. Going to keep rolling with Winnipeg, taking Winnipeg on the money line. We were able to get them on the puck line in the last two games. I don't think you're going to be able to do that in this game. Going to roll with Winnipeg on the money line. Be sure to check out the over-under if it's available. Last two games have not hit the over, so the under is looking like the play if it's going to be at 5.5 or 5. Going with Winnipeg, going to roll with the under. And then the last matchup on the board, we had the Minnesota Wild versus the Vegas Golden Knights. Minnesota 36-19-5. Vegas 43-14-3. Vegas big favorites at -180. Minnesota +160 with the over-under at 5.5. Vegas currently up 3-1 over Minnesota here. Minnesota stealing game one, but after that, it's just been total dominance on Vegas's end. They haven't been able to cover the puck line at all for Minnesota in the last three matchups. Really hard to trust Minnesota here. It's like I want to trust Minnesota maybe on the puck line as a good safe play, but having not been able to cover the puck line in the last three games or win the last three games, really hard to trust Minnesota here. We're going to roll at Vegas to close out this series, and we're going to go with the under 5.5 in this matchup, and that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Monday, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Have a good one.